Good morning to one and all present here. I am Adeline Beena, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sri Muthukumaran Institute of Technology, Mangadu, Chennai. Today I am going to the subject name Cloud Computing, subject code CCS 335, under the regulation 2021, Unit 3, Part 1. The syllabus of Unit 3, Virtualization Infrastructure and Docker. Then desktop virtualization, network virtualization, storage virtualization, system level of operating virtualization, application virtualization, virtual cluster and resource management, containers and virtual machine, and introduction of Docker, Docker components, Docker containers, and Docker images and repositories. Then today I am going to explain the topic desktop virtualization and network virtualization. What is the desktop virtualization? Desktop virtualization is a technology where the desktop environment like operating system, applications, files, and setting is separated from the physical machines. It is delivered to the users remotely from the centralized server or cloud. Instead of running the operating system locally, users access the virtual desktop hosted on cloud data centers, virtual desktop infrastructure servers, remote desktop servers platform. This diagram is represented by the desktop virtualization. Virtual desktop cloud, it is interconnected to the PCs, then laptops, tablets, and smartphones. Different types of desktop virtualization. Virtual desktop infrastructure, it is denoted by VDI. Remote desktop services, RDS. Desktop area services, DAS. Then first one, virtual desktop infrastructure. Each users get a dedicated virtual machine running Windows or Linux. It is managed certainly in a data centers or cloud. It is highly security and isolation. Example for the virtual desktop infrastructure is Citrix Virtual Application or Desktops. VMware Horizon is the example of the virtual desktop infrastructure. Second one is the remote desktop services. It is denoted by RTS. It can be multiple users share the same server operating system instance. This application runs on a centralized server. Then third one is a desktop as a services. The cloud provides host and manage the virtual desktop. It uses pay on demand. Example, Amazon Workspaces, Microsoft Azure, and virtual desktop. Then how to work the desktop virtualization? Users connect from the laptop or mobile. First of all, connect from the laptop or mobile. Then second step, authentication is done by the virtual desktop infrastructure and desktop as a services. It is authentication. VDA or DAS is authenticated by the user connection. Then next one, a virtual desktop is instantly is assigned. The user see full operating system GUI remotely via the RDP, PCOIP, HDX. Applications actually run on cloud server, not on user machine. Then what are the advantages of the desktop virtualization? First one, centralized management, that is updated and patch once. Then second one, high security, that data stay in a cloud. The next one, low cost thing is a client. It is support the remote work, rapid the provisioning of desktop. Then some real world examples, call centers using thin client within the cloud hosted the desktop. Then software lab creating many student desktops instantly. Remote employees accessing company desktop securely. The next one, network virtualization. It is the process of combining hardware network resources, that is like switches, routers, firewalls, links, and software networking services into a single virtual network. It allows multiple independent virtual networks to run on the same physical infrastructure. It separates the control plane and data plane. This diagram is represented by the network virtualization. It is connected by the physical server. There are two physical servers available, then connected to the physical network. Then physical server is connected to the virtual machine and virtual machine network hypervisor kernels. It is connected to the PNC, is connected to the physical network. Then client and storage array is also connected to the physical network. What are the different types of network virtualization? External network virtualization and internal network virtualization. It combines multiple physical network into one virtual port. It is used to data center. The external network virtualization is used in the data centers. Then second one, internal network virtualization. It creates the virtual network on a single server machine using virtual switches, VLAN, VPAN, virtual routers. Then what are the key technologies for the virtual uh, machine? Then VLAN, it creates the isolated logical LAN over a single physical network. Example, VLAN 10 for the HR, VLAN 20 for the finance. Second one, virtual extensible local area network, that is a VXLAN. It is used in cloud environment. It provides 16 million virtual networks. Then third key technology is for SDN, software defined networking. It is centralized controller manage the network. It devices becomes the programmable. Then fourth key technology, NFV, network function virtualization. Virtualization network function like firewall, load balancer, IDS or IPS, and WAN optimization. These functions run on virtual machines or containers. Then how to work the network virtualization? There are three layers are available in the network virtualization, like physical network layer, virtual network layer, and management layer. Physical network layer like switches, routers, cables, and firewalls. Virtual network layer is a virtual switches, virtual routers. It is created using by the hypervisor or SDN controller. Then third one, management layer. It defines the policies, QoS, routing rules, etc. Then what are the advantages of the network virtualization? First one, efficient utilization of network hardware. Easy to configure and modify the network topologies. Then better security using the segmentation. It support the multi-tenant cloud architecture, faster deployment of virtual networks. Then example of the network virtualization. Google Cloud VPC is the virtual private cloud. That is the Google Cloud VPC is the example of the network virtualization. AWS virtual private cloud is Azure virtual network, VMware NSX for a network virtualization. These are the example of the network virtualization. Thank you.